Hi everyone, I'm Shanna, your photobook master, and today I'm going to show you how to digitize your 12 by 12 paper scrapbooks and turn them into beautiful photo books. This process is a great way to preserve those precious memories while making your books a little more easily shareable. Let's get started. So the first step is to scan your scrapbook pages. If you're like me and you created paper scrapbooks back when it was such a popular hobby, you're now left with these massive, awkward books that are hard to house, and they take up a lot of space on your shelf. Most people keep them in a box in the basement. So what you can do is preserve all that designing you did by scanning each page and then create a photo book instead that takes up a fraction of the space. You can see behind me here these large scrapbooks and how much space they take up. I think this is maybe 7 books in here. And this little section of white photo books up here, that is 10 large scrapbooks that I scanned. So you can see the difference in the space that the two take up. This is 10 large scrapbooks turned into photo books, and this is 7 in this space here, 7 large scrapbooks. Okay, so first step, the scanning. So for this, you'll need a high-end scanner that can handle 12 by 12 pages. There are smaller scrapbooks as well, 8 by 8, 6 by 6, 8 by 11, and those will be easier to scan because many scanners hold up to a legal size page, which is 8.5 by 14. But 12 by 12 means you're taking your scanner to a whole new level. High-resolution scans will ensure that your beautiful scrapbook details are all preserved. Now, this might be the part of the project that you want to outsource. Photo managers like myself generally offer scanning services, and the images that you'll receive back will be high resolution, great quality. I do not recommend the all-in-one scanners. So the printer, scanner, copier machines that you can purchase at the local copy store for $100, the results from those will be highly disappointing, and you likely won't find one large enough to take your 12 by 12 pages. I also don't recommend scanning apps for this type of project. Because you're scanning such a large file with such great detail, you want to be sure when you take that image and you then recreate it again at a 10 by 10 size or a 12 by 12 size, that you're going to have all the detail and clarity and crispness that your original design has. There's a time and a place for those scanning apps, but this is not one of them. Now, some people have high-end camera gear, and you can camera scan. This is actually a great way to capture a high-resolution file. You'll want to ensure you set up a stand for your camera, that you have everything perfectly straight and you have the proper lighting, but if you have all that equipment, I'm assuming all of that you will know already. My personal preference is the Epson Expression series of scanners. It's a flatbed scanner. It's large enough to hold 12 by 12 and a little bit bigger, and the scan quality is excellent. Okay, step number 2, uploading your scanned images. So once you have all your pages scanned, the next step is to upload those into a photobook design site. So you will log into your favorite print site, whatever one you like to use. I use Picto, Mixbook, you could use Blurb, Shutterfly, Chatbooks, wherever you like to design your books. You create a new book project and you work through the selection of size and book style, and then you upload your images. Now, when you scan a 12 by 12 album, you have the option now of printing it again as a 12 by 12, or you can scale it down if you want. If you want to go down to a 10 by 10, it's a slightly more manageable size. These books I created are 12 by 12 scrapbooks, which were scanned and then turned into 10 by 10 inch photo books. Step number 3, designing your book. So now it's time to put your actual book together. Okay, so after all your images have imported into your project, you're going to pull the first one that you have into a photo box on the page. So we'll take this red layout and we'll pull it into a photo box. And now you need to look for a button that says fit. Fit to page, fit to spread, make as background. It'll be a little bit different in each program, but in this case, we're going to fit it to the spread. And now I need to do a little bit of adjusting here. And that's because when you create your pages, they're not always, depending on the style of scrapbooking that you did and the style of albums that you used, your pages might not be 100% square. So you might need to do a little bit of adjusting. So now in this case, I'm going to pull a page in, and instead of fitting this one to the whole spread, I'm going to fit it to the page. You can see that it's a 10 by 10 size. And I'm going to do the same on the other side. Now again, I need to make a slight adjustment because those pages were not created 100% square. It was likely those albums that had the little white cardboard borders on each side, so the pages were not completely square. So whichever style you're using, whether it's a full spread scan or whether it's a page by page scan, you add your photo in, your image in, and you want to make it the background or fit it to the page or fit it to the spread. And now you can see as you flip through, these scrapbook pages have been scanned, imported as images, and now they fill the entire page in this new photo book. Step number 4, reviewing and ordering your book. So before you finalize your order, it's important to review. Just start at the beginning and flip through each page carefully. Check that all your images or your pages are fitting completely. If you need to do any slight adjustments, do that now. Make sure everything's lined up. Once you're satisfied, you place your order and you wait for your book to arrive in the mail. So what do you do with the old scrapbooks? This is a hard step for people because you have such memories. Your actual physical printed photos are in this book. You've put so much time into the design of it. It's up to you what you want to do with it. Some people will then box them up and just keep them in the basement, and then they just become the next person's struggle. How do I get rid of them? Can I get rid of them? Really, if you can scan your scrapbook pages, create these beautiful photo books that can be seen and enjoyed, purge the clutter, and move forward. These are a few examples of the scanned scrapbooks, so you can clearly see that these were scrapbooked with paper back in the day. The style is just a little bit different. The memories are all there. And I'd love to hear from you. Did you scrapbook back in the day? Would you love to turn them into photo books now? Let me know. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more tips and tutorials.